What the crap? You know, I'm always talking about get you some better friends. Clearly need to talk to the pets. Get you better owners. Cause she left the dog. The dog over there whining like, you just gonna leave me out here to get good? Like, I just came to see what was going on with you to help you, and you just gonna leave me out here? Y'all notice that curtain moved. It was the first one by the door, and then the other one moved when she heard the noise. Honey, what? Cause that wasn't when. Cause the rest of them would have moved. That was that one. She screamed so loud, honey. Like, what? What? Girl? Mm-mm.
So these ghost stories actually come from my mother, and she wanted me to tell the stories for her because she said that she didn't want to be on camera, and since I was online telling my stories, that I should tell some of hers too. So my mom has been through a lot of crazy stuff, right? But one of the craziest stories is one of the apartments where we were staying in, and she seen like a little boy running back and forth between like the bedroom and in the bathroom, right? And she thought it was my brother, but it turns out it was like a little ghost boy or whatever, right? He didn't do too much. He just, you know, we all kind of saw him running back and forth in there. He scared the shit out of us. But one night where she was, she went into that bathroom to take a shower, and she said that she had the lights out, but she had a candle on the sink, and the candle was on the sink underneath of the mirror, and the mirror was like a cabinet, right? And I think it was like 2 candles that were lit, and she also had a clear shower curtain so she could see the candles that were lit, you know, sitting on the countertop, right? She's taking her shower, and she said she looked out of the shower curtain and she saw this, it looked like black smoke coming up from underneath of the mirror. So she threw back the shower curtain and she didn't see the smoke anymore. So she was like, okay, maybe like the cabinet's starting to burn or something like that. Let me blow out some of these candles. So she blew out some candles and she left one of them lit, and it wasn't like in an area where it could burn anything anymore. She gets back in the shower. And she looks out the shower curtain again, and then the black smoke is in the middle of the bathroom in front of the door, and she said it was like a cloud that like started to form up and down at the same time into like a person. And I don't know if she fainted a little bit or what, but she was like, the next thing she knew, she was basically like on all fours in the shower about to hit her face on the faucet. So to me, it sounds like she kind of like fainted and almost hit the floor. But she stopped herself from hitting the faucet, and she got up and she snatched the shower curtain down and she wrapped it around herself like a towel, and she ran into her friend at the time who we were staying with, him and his girlfriend's room. She ran into their room, butt naked, sitting on the end of the bed, shivering because she didn't know what that was. What do y'all think? Y'all want to hear more of her stories?
The disrespect. Like, what you about to do? You naked, bro. You naked. Like, my silly self. Something like that ever happened, God forbid, I would run out into the street naked. Like, it really don't really matter when I'm scared. Like, that's why I try not to get scared. Like, I prepare. Like, you know, Virgos, we always prepare. I be always trying to think of, you know, worst case scenario, best case scenario, what could happen, and all the possibilities. Because, you know, like, I never know. Like, my flight is something else. It's something else. I will, like, my flight is crazy. I don't be thinking. It's pure adrenaline. That's why I never like the flight. I don't like the flight. But that situation, bruh. Because what you do, I don't, ooh, girl, a clear shower curtain. That right there. That right there. The last time I had a clear shower curtain, It's been so long because I always have that barrier on. I was like, even my bathroom right now, I have Erica Badu as my shower curtain, but my shower curtain is not clear. It's burgundy, so I couldn't see through if I wanted to. Like it's like, girl, I couldn't even imagine. And I'm glad she didn't hurt herself because that was like, what's in the bathroom? With you? Well, shoot, candles and mirrors, cameras, candles, mirrors, smoke and mirrors, girl. Because I'm just like, girl. Cause y'all be using the instant, cause my fan broke in the bathroom, so I gotta, can't be in there just, so I put the instant. That was just like, I don't even want to do that anymore, girl. That was wow, wow, girl, bye. What would you do if you naked and something like that happens? Like, my flight is something crazy. Like it was a spider in my car once. I literally stopped in the middle of the road, like I was diagonal over the line. Car was still in drive, out of the car. Thank goodness this guy comes. This man was just like, "Is everything okay?" I'm saying, "There's a spider. You gotta kill it." Stranger, don't even notice, and that's why I love North Carolina. Stranger, he was like, "I kill it, but you gotta be more careful because you just stepped in the middle of the street, like literally in the middle of the street." Thankfully, I was, it's North Carolina, so ain't nothing but country. In the middle of the street, I was like, I'm not going back in there. Like, he was like, "You saw a spider and you just completely got out the car?" Yes, abandoned ship. Abandoned the car. I am not. It's the spider car now. It's the spider car. Like, get out of here. So, yeah, adrenaline. I ain't trying to flight. I gotta always be on fight because my flight is unsafe. It's unsafe.
What would you do if this happened to you?
Girl,
the reason
no.
I had to move out
Girl,
of my
no.
flat.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
I was home alone.
Girl, what? Y'all had me watch that? I'm glad y'all here because what? I was talking the whole time. When black people get scared, they start talking loud. They start screaming like, "Oh no!" Oh, no. I was really scared. I'm glad y'all was here, but honey, what? In that situation, you need to be on some action. Get up and get some action. Shut the door, like, girl. We're rebuking everything. We're rebuking Satan all the way. God all day, calling God all day. Cause why? Why? No, not what, not who, where, how, just why. So much. It was just so much. You know what? I would take a break. I would comment below if you ever, cause y'all know. My sister went to App. We was rivals. My sister's school and my school, we was rivals. So we was there a lot. And they was at our school a lot. We had to go to Boone a lot. Boone, North Carolina. So if you know, honey. So, honey, yeah.
Hey guys, just came back from dance class. Michael, what are you doing in my room? Why'd you lock the What?
Oh, girl, tell me why I was about to fight. About to fight my own car, about to fight a Virgo. Cause why'd you jump up in my face like that, boo? Why'd you do that? Why you scare me like that, boo?
Hey guys, so I'm kind of new to like the whole like content creation thing, and not really big on like posting or recording videos on TikTok or IG or Facebook or anything like that. But I do watch a lot of content, and lately I've been like into like the haunted like TikTok thing that I think a lot of people are starting to get into. But it's kind of interesting, you know, hearing people's stories and kind of getting to know like the different types of things that people go through, whether you're in the Appalachians or whether you're, you know, in the country or whatever the case may be. But I notice not a lot of people talk about, you know, hauntings in like larger cities, or, you know. So I'm originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I just recently moved to Orlando, Florida. And like I said, I kind of just been on this whole like kick with the spooky stories and stuff like that. So I thought I would share, you know, one of my particular experiences growing up. So here we go. I remember like growing up, obviously in a big city. Like I said, you don't really hear a lot about haunted houses or establishments or anything like that. But like this particular house that we moved to when I was about, I want to say 6 or 7, had kind of a strange vibe. Again, it was in a big city, so you know a lot of people don't think about like what could be happening in the big city. But I remember like when we first moved into this house, we needed more storage, right? And you know, first thing we check is, you know, if we have a basement, like how much space do we have, you know, in the basement. So we checked out the basement, but the landlord at the time never actually cleaned out any of his old things out of the basement. So when we went down to go check, I remember seeing like a couple of old like books and some old furniture and like some things that kind of like looked like old like antique like relics and stuff like that. And it was just kind of strange. It kind of gave off like a strange vibe. But you know, I'm a kid, I don't really think anything of it until like I got a little bit older. And I want to say by the time I was probably like 10 or 11, I used to get like this real like eerie like feeling like in the house, especially at night. And a little bit about the house is it was a 2-story house, 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and it was originally me, my mom, and my sister living there. So you know, I initially when I was younger, I would sleep in my mom's room, whether it was like, you know, in the bed with her or like, you know, on a pallet or, you know what I'm saying, something like that. But I eventually got too old. So by the time I was like 10, she started kicking me out the room, and, you know, I slept on the couch downstairs. And it was like all cool, you know. I really didn't have any fear sleeping downstairs by myself. I had video game and watched TV and all that other stuff. So I was like chilling. But like this one night, in our house, we had like this vanity, and the living room was connected to the dining room, and right in the dining room there was a vanity, and it had 3 windows. So I wake up kind of in the middle of the night, kind of like something had woke me, like something that kind of spooked me into like waking up. Like it wasn't a dream, it wasn't like, you know, anything like that. It was just like I've had a feeling and I woke up, and I remember like looking from the couch, which is where I was sleeping, above the vanity, and I remember seeing like 3 separate faces. One was kind of like really like aged, like stone face, very dark. It kind of seemed like it could have been like a dread, you know. And then another face was like super dark. The second face was like super dark and kind of had like the texture of like an old leather almost, and it just looked very like frail and very like unsettling. And then the third face was like this kind of like spiky like face, like it had like little spikes coming out of it and like out of the top of it, and it was just like, I felt like it was just all 3 of them like were just like staring at me, like yeah, like something in that house, I don't know what it was, but whatever it was, kind of, I felt like it was kind of honed in on me like at that time. So I like jump up and I run upstairs and I like tell my mom like, hey, like it's something downstairs, like there's like these things in the windows, and I don't know what it is, and you know, there's no lower body. It was just like a face, like a neck, like a face and neck, and the eyes, you couldn't really tell like if any of them had eyes or not. It was just like these deep, dark, like black holes in the face, like even like where the mouth was, but all you could like see was the features. Like you could see like the spikes, and you could see like the shriveled up face, and you could see all of the textures, but you couldn't actually see like any recognizable, whether it was face or whether it was the eyes or whether it was the mouth or anything. It just looked like some deep, like dark holes in the face. And like after that, like I didn't really see it, either of them, for a while. After I told my mom about it, I didn't really see any of the faces. And then, you know, as I got older, like we ended up moving out of the house, and like stranger things would like begin to happen. But if you like this video, if you want to hear more, if you want a part 2, let me know in the comments. Like I said, I'm new to the content creation scene, so like, share, whatever, follow. So I'm gonna try to do Fridays every day. I'll post like a story or one of my experiences, if it turns out that you guys, you know, like what I told you.
So yeah, that was creepy. It was hard for me to focus, you guys. It was hard a little bit, but I'm here. I heard it, saw 3 faces. Yeah, I wouldn't be up in that house anymore. That was creepy. Yeah. Why was he talking about the basement? I don't know why he was talking about the basement. I'm not sure the significance of him talking about the basement. Maybe it was just to, like, let us know that he was a little eerie about it. It was an eerie basement. I don't know. But go follow these creators. They have great stories. Subscribe.